What's going on, These Award Reaction? Before we get started, I just want to say that this video is deep. Name of the video is How Many Celebrities Are Pedophiles. I'm just gonna show this video to you all. You all decide what you believe, what you don't believe. But it comes to show you that this shit is serious. This shit is deep. People that you watched on TV for years and you never knew they was sick in the head like this. So let's get into the
In case
video.
the video title didn't alert you, this is an adult content warning. Viewer discretion is advised. The James Gunn tweets really were an outrageous affair. He wants little boys to touch his silly place, jokes about giving kids blowjobs, tweets about the North American Man-Boy Love Association, imagines 3-year-olds peeing on his head, and talks about fucking a little pussy boy next to him, and so on and so forth. The tweets themselves, I mean, we get it, he's a pedophile, nothing more to say there. The weirder part of this story was all the celebrities who came out to support him. Defenders including Michael Rosenbaum, Lloyd Kaufman, Batista, and Justin Roiland. Justin Roiland is the co-creator of Rick and Morty. Don't confuse him with the other creator, Dan Harmon, who was caught on video trying to rape a baby doll. Now, of course, people try to downplay what happened. Disney fans, Fedora Bros, and even the pedophiles on Twitter all came together in an unholy alliance to diminish the whole situation.
Oh my god, stop being the outrage police. You're just being a Gamergate snowflake. Don't you understand satire?
What? you can't just tweet out pro-pedophile propaganda for years on end and then call it satire and get away with it. That's bullshit. And James Gunn is not getting away with it. Now, after this was all over, people suddenly became more aware of the sexually casual Hollywood community. Jerry Seinfeld dated a 17-year-old when he was 38. James Franco was 35 when he pursued a 17-year-old as well. And so-called comedian Jim Jeffries tried to make excuses for pedophiles. He said,
"As a society, what we do with pedophiles is we excuse some, we don't excuse others, right? Elvis Presley had Priscilla Presley move into his house at 14 years of age. He fucked her till she was 16, then he married her. And Charlie Chaplin impregnated a 15-year-old. Yet no one says anything, because they were the best in their field, right? You're never gonna get another king of rock and roll, and you'll never get a better silent movie star. All I'm saying is, how talented do you have to be to fuck a kid? At what stage do we as a society go, well, he was good, right?"
"Hey guys, you hear that? He named 2 famous pedophiles. Let's just abolish the age of consent and legalize child marriage. Yeah, Jim Jeffries is king." Look, whether it was a joke or not, the statements by Jim Jeffries touch upon an important issue. The strange phenomena of the rich being either pedophiles or pedophile apologists. Sure, there are poor pedophiles, like the ones that Chris Hansen catches. But why is it that rich pedophiles are allowed to get away with it? So here are 18 celebrity pedophiles who should be shamed for life, and I hope their reputations burn, burn, burn. Let's go. 18. Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll, started dating Priscilla Beaulieu when she was still 14 years old. 17. Jerry Lee Lewis, the 60s rock and roll star, came under fire after he married his first cousin, a 13-year-old named Myra Gale Brown. 16. Steven Tyler from Aerosmith had a 14-year-old girlfriend. He convinced the parents to sign over guardianship to him, meaning he was her legal guardian and he slept with her all the time. 15. Jimmy Page, the founder of Led Zeppelin, had a 14-year-old lover back in the 1970s. She was a teen model with an up-and-coming career until she became his groupie. 14. David Bowie, the man who needs no introduction, slept with 13-year-old groupies all the time. People love to make excuses for him after watching Labyrinth, but guitar skills don't matter. Statutory rape is still rape. 13. Bill Wyman from the Rolling Stones dated 13-year-old Mandy Smith when he was 47 years old. Over 30 years of an age difference. Now that is predatory. 12. Ian Watkins, the Welsh singer-songwriter, was found to be in possession of child pornography. Worse still, he was even convicted of an attempted rape on a baby. This guy was an early 2000s superstar. People worshipped him. The lesson being, you don't know your celebrities, so stop
That is
worshiping them.
true.
Number 11, Edgar Allan Poe. He married his 13-year-old cousin when he was 27. I know what you're going to say. Those were different times. That doesn't matter. It's still disgusting. Number 10, Roman Polanski. The famous Hollywood film director drugged and sodomized a 13-year-old girl, then pled guilty to the charges. Thousands of celebrities have come out in his defense. Whoopi Goldberg herself said it wasn't really rape. Here's the clip.
Was not charged. I know it wasn't rape.
Yeah,
There is a
statutory.
child
molest, maybe.
I think it was something. It was something else, but I don't believe it was rape. And when we get all the information, somebody will tell me in my ear. All I'm trying to get you to understand.
Other defenders include Quentin Tarantino and Meryl Streep, some even going as far as to call the girl a gold-digging liar. That's Hollywood for you, defending child rape and blaming the victims.
But they're not defending Bill Cosby.
Number 9, Paul Reubens. You may know him as Pee Wee Herman, star of the children's show Pee Wee's Playhouse. Was found in possession of homosexual erotica and child pornography.
This don't surprise me
His
about
defense
this
was,
fag.
he's just a collector. He just collects things. The charges of child pornography were dropped, but he was convicted of possessing obscene sexual materials of minors. Which seems like the very definition of child pornography, but okay. He got a $100 fine and wasn't allowed to be around kids for a while. And to this day, he's still working in Hollywood. He even wrote and starred in his own original film, Pee Wee's Big Holiday. That's Hollywood for you. Sweep it under the rug and pretend it never happened. Number 8, Don Vito, a reality TV star known for appearances on Viva La Bam and Jackass. Found guilty of molesting girls from ages 12 to 14. Got 10 years probation, served no prison time. 7, Gary Glitter. The English glam rock singer has a long record of abusing little girls from ages 10 to 15. He's raped and molested more girls than anyone on this list. Now, he got jail time, yes. Then he got out and molested even more girls. To this day, he's still in prison. His appeals have been denied. Thank God. But I hope these people have learned a lesson. Once a pedophile, always a pedophile. Number 6, Jared Fogle of Subway. The most well-known scandal of them all. Jared was found to be in possession of child pornography and given over a decade of prison time. It wasn't only possession, though. He was also found to be spreading and distributing child pornography as well. And in New York State, there were allegations he was involved in rape and human trafficking. Those charges haven't gone to trial yet, and maybe they never will. Still, this guy is so high on the list for being worse than all the rest. Not only did he rape and traffic children, but he also distributed child pornography, spreading it all around, helping pedophilia grow, and for that, he deserves to rot. Number 5, Karl Malone. The basketball icon impregnated a 12-year-old girl when he was 20.
I didn't know
would like to
this.
soften the blow and say she was probably 13 when the child was born. Yeah, but she was 12 when the rape occurred. Now this guy, Karl Malone, is still a darling of the media, still makes regular appearances on late-night television, giving interviews, getting worshipped like a hero while people ignore what he did. Well, I didn't forget. He was 20, she was 12. That's rape, plain and simple. 12-year-olds cannot consent. Number 4, Allen Ginsberg, a central figure in the peace and love movement of the 60s. He was an outspoken supporter of NAMBLA and wanted to abolish the age of consent. NAMBLA stands for the North American Man-Boy Love Association. NAMBLA promoted grown men raping little boys, and Ginsberg supported them wholeheartedly, even going as far as to call the age of consent oppressive, and say if you oppose pedophile, you're just angry and ignorant. An icon on the left, a pedophile to everyone else. Anyone who's seen my hour-long documentary on pedophilia may sense something strange with this guy. Remember when I said that the 60s and 70s had a surge of pedophile acceptance movements? This guy was one of the people I was talking about. All the puzzle pieces are coming together now, right? Number 3, Robert Hughes. The star of Hey Dad is a convicted pedophile. The show was a huge deal in Australia. 8 seasons with almost 300 episodes total. Any Australians in the audience, have you seen this show before? Anyways, an Australian cultural icon known by millions, a convicted pedophile. Therefore, my beloved, flee from idolatry. 1 Corinthians. You should read it sometime. Number 2. Amos Yee. Most of the audience probably has never heard of this guy, but he's an internet celebrity that I just couldn't ignore. I covered him in my documentary on pedophilia, then sent that documentary to him over Twitter. There, I asked him about pro-contact versus anti-contact pedophiles. Pro-contact, they want to rape children. Anti-contact says they never would rape children. Now, Amos Yee, the infamous and largest YouTube pedophile, came out in support of the pro-contact pedophilia movement, which means he wants child and adult sexual relationships legalized as the norm. Thank God YouTube deleted his channel. With nearly 100,000 subscribers at his peak, he was becoming a serious problem. And now, the number 1 pedophile on this list is Woody Allen. Why did he make number 1? Because he actually groomed his surrogate daughter, married her, and completely got away with it after molesting his adoptive daughter. That's right. There's an entire video explaining it right here. Check it out if you're interested. And until next time, guys, I will see you tomorrow.